Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Sam. Welcome to my new room. We love the setup, ignore the mess. It's been like maybe three and a half weeks since I moved in, and I've still been like slowly moving stuff. I've also been trying to find a new place to film. We are filming in front of my vanity, like, hello. Yes, this is how it's gonna be tonight. Let's do my July favorites. Now, like I said, I've been moving, so I did not have a bunch of time to be uncovering a ton of different favorites, but I still have a pretty sizable list. So we're gonna start with movies and shows because that was honestly my most comprehensive for the month. I did go see a lot of movies. So first, we went to see The Odyssey. I actually just came back tonight from seeing it the second time with a different friend. It was really good. I know there's a lot of mixed opinions. I know it's really loud, guys. It was so loud. It shook my seat. I had to cover my ears. I had no earplugs. I didn't know, but it was really good. I will say, I do have a bad habit of picking up my phone. I know, it's bad. I know. I try not to do it many times during the movie, but sometimes I just... Once or twice, guys. But genuinely, the first time I watched The Odyssey, I did not pick up my phone a single time. I did not leave to pee or anything. I was like sitting at the edge of my seat, like thought it was incredible. And I know what happens. I read Percy Jackson. I was a Percy Jackson kid. I really enjoyed it.
I will say my one qualm with this is like, why did Tom Holland call them mom and dad? Like, were mother and father not available? I don't know. That's just my thing.
Next, we're gonna go to the other Tom Holland movie. I also watched Spider-Man. I think if I had to rank all the Spider-Mans, it's Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire. Sorry. But I thought it was so good. I went into it blind. I did not know Jean Grey was gonna show up, guys. I got an inkling when they said, like, she's a telepath. I was like, wait a minute, is this an X-Men crossover? And then, yeah. I have a few theories on why Ned seemed to remember Peter. This is spoilers, by the way, spoilers. Maybe it was the after effects of, like, Jean Grey's, like, whatever she put on. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe their bond is, like, just so unbreakable. Moving on, I went to see The Invite. That one I also went into blind. I heard a lot of people really liked it, but I truly had no idea, and I was like, I just want to go see this. So I went by myself, and it was incredibly hilarious. I thought it was so funny. I had no idea where the story was going. Like, how did we go from dinner party, arguing couples, orgy, or sex party? I don't know. I guess that's still an orgy. I don't know what the technical definition of an orgy is, but I thought it was. And then divorce. Whoa. Lots of things happening, but I really, really liked it. It was probably one of my favorite movies of the month, honestly. That's a lie. All of the movies I watched were great. And then the last movie, I actually had to, I was like trying to find people to come with me because my boyfriend didn't really want to go with me. And then I was like, Mom, you should come watch the movie with me. And we watched the Minions movie. That was actually the first movie I watched this month, and I really enjoyed it. Like, one thing about me, I love a Despicable Me. I love Minions movie. Best believe this did not disappoint. One thing I will say, though, I really don't love how they keep introducing new Minions. I like my core three, you know, Bob, Stuart, Kevin. Like, those are my core three. There's a few little extras. There's Dave. This is bad. I know the Minions. So I miss seeing that core. Even in the last Despicable Me, I feel like they were already starting to throw in some different names, and I was like, who are you guys? I do not know you guys. But regardless, great movie. And then the last is a K-drama. It's called Teach You a Lesson. I heard this one was like really controversial in Korea, but it talks about like an educational bureau that's formed to kind of root out like the bad teachers or the bad students, like just anything that's like hindering students from actually pursuing their education. And I really enjoyed it. And I think it really took you into all the different things that are happening. So like, yeah, there's like traditional bullying, cyberbullying, teachers doing the bullying, and then other things like gambling, drugs, or like gang-related violence. Like it was really comprehensive, let's say. And I thought it was like a really cool concept, and I just thought it was really cool. I really love that show. And I liked how each episode was a different case too. So it was still like really fresh, but it kept up with the theme. I really enjoyed it. Okay, then we're gonna move on to songs. I don't have many. First one is, I think it's the Yunjin solo. It's called Ice Cream. I think I heard a clip of it on TikTok and I was like, wait, this kind of eats. And then I just listened to it and I was like, oh, this really eats. So I've been playing that on loop. Animal by Cat's Eye. I will say, for me at least, it's like one of their better releases. At least lately. I like truly did not listen to Internet Girl. I did not listen to, was there another one after like the Gnarly EP? Was there another one? Truly, I think this was one of their better releases. And then last, so I've been watching the World Cup, which actually we'll get to that later, but Jude Bellingham. And they were like, yeah, they play Hey Jude every time after. So I started listening to it. And I really liked it. But I was like, oh, I love this song. This is so sweet. I love it. So now I just listen to it when I'm driving. It's a really good song. Duh, it's the Beatles, but like, I really love it. Then we're going to move on to clothing and accessories. Guys, I truly was not planning to buy sunglasses. I just went with my mom to the mall. And then I bought sunglasses. But they're Ray-Bans, and they are just these brown, like, rectangle frame. I usually, like, let me show you the kind of sunglasses I usually wear. Square frame. Ooh, I haven't worn these in a while. They're like a cat eye. I also haven't worn this in a while. I am like pretty experimental with color. I have like a pair of pink ones, a pair of white ones that are more like retro. So color is like not an issue for me. I'm just really partial to these shapes, but I was like, I gotta try something different. Actually, these are oval. Squoval? Squoval. I don't know, but I was really hesitant about this, and then I tried it on, and I was like, we had to do it. Last three things I've all lumped together because they're all from Costco, but I will say, guys, my For You page really targeted me. Tell me why I got, like, these are the new finds at Costco, like, 3 of them in like the span of 5 minutes, and they got me. First thing, actually, this one I didn't even see on TikTok, but when I went to Costco, I saw it, and I was like, oh. Gap sweater. So nice. It's just a cream and black striped sweater, but it's so soft, and I think it was, like, under $20. Like, it's really hard to find a deal like that. Ted Baker cardigan. This one was a targeted one on my TikTok. It's just like a very like thin, lightweight cardigan. It's also really soft. Also was under $20, which I Googled Ted Baker and it is like not under $20. I was also really tempted to get the light blue and the gray versions. I was like, I need to temper myself. We don't need one in every single color. We're straight, guys. Love it. I'm growing up. I'm so excited to wear this in the fall. Like, I am like begging and pleading for summer to end. I just want it to be fall already, a little crispy, a little cold, so I can wear all my cute clothes. Last thing, also a targeted thing on my TikTok, leather jacket. Okay, guys, I have been needing a new leather jacket because all my other ones are literally peeling. That's how often I wear them. I literally wear them out so much when it gets cold. And this one was $40. It's from Levi's. I have this also in black. I just decided to get it in brown because I still have a black one that's like, it's mostly okay. It's not peeling as bad. It's just so cozy and warm. And I'm like, I really can't wait. I like this with my boots, with the skirt. Like, I have the vision in my head. And like, I just need the weather to act accordingly. I'm gonna move on to food. Not much for food, actually. Actually, it's just one thing. But when I tell you I was really obsessed with this, guys, I was really obsessed. Basically, my friends and I had a sleepover. When we woke up the next morning, my friend made us acai bowls, and she put this sweet and salty granola. And I'm usually really hesitant around granola because I know a lot of them usually have nuts, and I'm like, no. But this one didn't. And so I was like, okay, I'll try it. Sweet and salty granola. Guys, it's fucking incredible. It's perfect. It's not too sweet, not too salty, but you can definitely get that. It's like usually at the end it's like a little kick of salt. It's so good, especially with acai, and I've been eating it with like this Wegmans vanilla pre and probiotic yogurt. It's so good. It's been my hyperfixation breakfast for like the whole month, honestly. I kept the big bag of it at Costco. I think it's like 32 ounces. It's so worth it, guys. The last thing, it doesn't fit into any category, so it's just going to be like a little miscellaneous category, but the World Cup, which of course I feel like everyone was like super into the World Cup. I'm not a big soccer person. I'm also terrible at soccer, so that's probably a contributing factor. But I thought it was just so fun to cheer for like random teams that I don't know anything about, and like there are no stakes. And then when I started like actually forming attachments to teams, I was like, well, every team I cheered for lost. And like until the end, because I was cheering for Spain. But literally I cheered for Japan. Oh no, let's start. I cheered for Korea, South Korea. Didn't even make it past group stage. Cheered for Japan, they lost. Then I cheered for Norway, they lost. Then I cheered for England, they lost. I don't even remember who Argentina played before the finals, but I was cheering for them, and Argentina won, of course. So like everyone I cheered for lost until the end, at least. But it was so fun seeing the memes on Twitter. It was so fun watching the games and just like being able to connect with people about it because everyone was watching it. Like, truly such a fun time. And like when the World Cup ended, I was like, what am I supposed to like fixate on right now? But yeah, I think it was a really great time for like unity. Yeah, on to the next. I think the Women's Cup is next year in Brazil, so I'll also be watching that, even though I also don't know anything about women's soccer. This was a super short favorites video. Now that I'm like going through all of it, this is like easily the shortest one I've made so far. Honestly, a little surprised, but also I kind of get it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my new video soon. Bye!